Well, that didn't go to plan. Why did I have to die? Huh. Okay, well, I'll explain it to you guys. This may look kind of familiar for those of you who have been watching my episodes for a while. This looks like our golem farm that we made early on in the series. And basically, it's working well. It's been great. You know, the vast majority of my iron comes from that golem farm. Unfortunately, it's not working at the speed I'd really like it to. So we're building a second one. So I went to go down to check this iron golem farm, and I fell. Now, if you see the bright green stuff down there, those are slime blocks. Slime blocks, basically, when you fall on them, you don't take fall damage, but you bounce up half as high as you fell down. And then so you keep doing that. So landing can be a bit of a problem. However, if you hold shift, you don't bounce. However, if you hold shift, you take the fall damage. And that's not good. You can also hold spacebar to cut it short. But when I fell, I panicked and hit shift rather than the spacebar. And so I hit the ground and exploded. But to kind of show you how much we do bounce, let's just take a little ride. This is a long way. See what I mean? That is a heck of a bounce. So I managed to kill myself falling on blocks that are supposed to prevent fall damage. I'm slick. Next, we just need to build a place to store 10 villagers and then get 10 villagers up here. That's going to be a lot more complicated. I've got the path laid down for my track, and man, is that really, really high. I have a lot of track to lay, and I have no idea if I've got enough track to even make it all the way up there. I've got the track laid, and I think it's time to actually, I think we're going to sleep. I don't want to try moving villagers at night, but it's time to start moving some villagers. I think this is the last guy we need to move. So let's get him on his way. Here we go. Good, good, good. And put him there. Off he goes. There he is. There's our first. Very cool. Oh, that's awesome. I have no idea what he thinks he's doing. But he's going to get kind of lonely right there. I have no idea what he's going to do. Okay, this thing seems to be working, and working well. There we go. That's awesome. I've got all of the rails taken down. I've got my... Did you see it drop? That was awesome. I've gotten my dirt pillar with my ladders on it all taken down. Everything's wrapped up. This thing's working just great. We should be seeing twice the iron now, and that's awesome. I'm really excited about this. But enough about that. What are we going to do for the rest of this episode? Now that we've got that expansion to our iron golem farm done, I think we're going to spend a little bit of time working in here in our library, just because we made some really cool progress on it last time. I still really like the way this summoning altar looks. The redstone dust on top of the redstone blocks giving off those little particles is really kind of a neat touch. I just really like this a lot. And so I still kind of have the bug to work in here. Although with me, the trick with me in Minecraft is I usually have the bug to work on like 6 or 7 different things, and they all tend to be mutually exclusive. You know, there are some more automated farms I want to build, and you know, I want to work on this monastery, and I want to start new neat builds, and maybe do some community projects with my friends on the server. So at least I'm never gonna not have something to do. I've been trying to kind of plan out the layout in here in my mind, And I already said that we're going to have a walkway that kind of goes, over the top of this little area. And rather than just going from here to here, the walkway is actually going to go up all the way up here. And I'm going to extend this floor from our second floor with the bookshelves. I'm going to extend it this way and run that walkway up into here. One of the things that I've been trying to do with this build and succeeding to at least some degree or another is working kind of with the landscape to help that kind of dictate what my build's going to be. We had this rock wall out here that had some waterfalls, so I went with that, and I added some other waterfalls and turned it into this glade, which I think ended up looking really nice. We had kind of a pool that was right here, and so I kind of worked with the landscape, and I like how it looked, and it's also I think a really neat exercise in creativity. So I'm trying to figure out how to work with the landscape, but still make this chunk of rock useful. I don't know if we're going to be working in here for the entire rest of the episode. Like I said, I've got the bug on several different things, so we'll just see where this episode takes us. As I'm getting to work on this second floor, I wanted to have a little talk with you guys. A little conference, a little powwow, if you will, and just kind of talk about something that's on my mind as I've been filming this episode. Ever since, if you watched my videos from last week, I talked quite a bit about these computer problems I were having, and it was making Minecraft videos. Well, it was making Minecraft hard to just play by itself. It was making it extremely hard and sometimes impossible to record a Minecraft video. And once I got my friend fixed my PC and my PC got up and going, oh man, Minecraft is just so much fun again. Oh, I must not have realized how miserable I kind of was trying to do videos with a PC that just wasn't cooperating, and I am just having a complete blast right now. Oops, I fell. I'm just having a complete blast playing Minecraft right now, and I hope it's coming through. I hope you guys are enjoying this. So we're going to cram a lot in today. We've already made our bridge over our ritual circle, and now we are working on the second floor, and we need to, at some point, we're going to extend our shelves all the way down, and I think that's going to end up just looking really neat. But also, I've got the bug. I talked earlier, I've got the bug for so many things in Minecraft right now because I'm just so excited to be playing again, and I'm really kind of feeling like doing some automation. And so I think today we're going to try to make a fully automatic sugarcane farm, and then that way that little farm that we've got near the entrance to our base, that can just go away, and we'll have we'll have sugarcane coming out of our ears. The farm I'm planning, or I think I'm going to build, it's probably way too much for what we need on this server, but I don't care. Okay, the last thing I need to do with these shelves is get the actual bookshelves in. So we're going to do that. And then I think we are going to spend some time just trying to build that automated sugarcane farm, that fully automatic sugarcane farm. I've been wanting to do some automation lately, and I think now's a good time to do it. That's the neat thing about Minecraft. You can take a break in the middle of anything you want to do something else. So we've moved or extended these bookshelves out to here, and I still just like the way this looks. Like I said in a previous video, I think I could have just slapped just walls of bookshelves up there and called it a library, but this design looks a little more interesting to the eye, a little more ornate, a little more intriguing to look at. We got our bridge in today, and that's great. That's awesome. And I also I've started putting some more permanent lighting in. You think they'd learn? I guess not. Ooh, whoo! Yeah, that's cool. Nearly blew up. That's fine. No, yeah, it would be fine. Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm over here at our melon and pumpkin farm, and I believe I told you guys earlier that I felt like doing some automation today, and so I'm building an automated sugarcane farm. And I figured rather than taking up more real estate on the ground, I would actually just build it right above my melon farm, because they take up about the same amount of space, so they would be really easy to stack, I thought. Just a basic looking sugarcane farm. The sugarcane will get put down on this sand here, and then there is water over here, and if you look closely, there are hoppers that run all the way along this. Now that we have the farm part done, let's work on the redstone. I've got a piece of dirt there as a temporary measure because we're going to place a hopper running into that dirt. Then we're going to break it, and then we are going to run a hopper into the other hopper. And if you can see, they've each got this little pointy thing that points into the others. That way, these hoppers will just pass items back and forth between each other. And that'll be important in a minute. I'll explain why in a second. Now, when a signal runs into a block directly from a comparator, it powers the block. So a signal from this comparator will turn this piece of redstone dust on. Next, we need some sticky pistons. 2 to be exact. One facing that way, the other facing this way. And then we need a redstone block. And now what we're building here is something called a hopper clock. And as items move back and forth between these hoppers, when one is empty, these pistons will swap, and this redstone block will move, and then the one that's empty will start to fill up again. And what that'll do is that'll give us a very long running kind of clock that every once in a while will give us a quick pulse of power, and we're going to use that pulse to harvest our sugarcane. Creepers! Come on! See what I mean? See? Big holes in the landscape. As if this little stretch of the area around my base wasn't ugly enough. Man. You know what? That's it. I hate them. Now I've extended the signal out and placed these sticky pistons over there. Let's watch what happens as that fills up. See, it pushes the sticky piston out for just a quick game tick. And it's that action that we're going to use to harvest our sugarcane. And actually, I don't have any of that on me. So let's go ahead and place our slime blocks. And here's the thing about slime blocks, is when they are being pushed by a piston, anything or most things that it touches, that the slime block touches, it will stick to. So it has a tendency to pull everything along with it, whereas most things don't. So we only need that one piston to run this. So just that one piston should move all of these. If we wait just one more. Ta-da! So we've got our sugarcane in, and as the light shines on it, it'll continue to grow, and eventually one will pop up, and then so the next time the thing cycles, the sticky pistons will fire, and the slime blocks will knock the top layer off. Like, let's go ahead and put one there, and we'll see what happens. Oh man, I needed that sugarcane actually. What we need to do is build up more of our next layer. We need to put more glass in. That way, when the sugarcane goes flying, it just hits the glass and drops into the water. For some reason, sugarcane, when it's lit up at night, just looks really cool to me. But that's beside the point. This is basically done. I haven't capped it off up here because I think I'm actually going to build on a second level so it works a little faster. I'm not, you guys don't need to see that part necessarily because you've kind of seen what this is. It's a pretty neat design. I got it from a video by a YouTuber named Tango Tek, who's very good. You should check him out. He's on the Hermitcraft server. He's one of the more popular Minecrafting YouTubers, so you might have heard of him already. But if not, check him out. He has a lot of technical skills. He's really pretty entertaining to watch. Well, it seems to be working. This is great. We're over in the mountain monastery, and I'm just cleaning up a little bit and putting on a few small touches. Like there was some exposed stone and andesite here I pulled out. And if you're looking around here, except for the ceiling, this looks pretty close to done. I'm also, I wanted to do one last thing up here, just because I thought it would be kind of interesting. But let's see what we can do with this. See how that looks. I don't know about that. I tell you what, if if you think the tree works in here, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. And if you don't think it works, let me know that too. I wanted something to kind of break up the sight line so you don't see everything right as you walk in. Which, so I don't know. I mean, that's not bad, I guess. I don't know. I think that's all the time we're going to have for this episode. And actually, I may have tried to cram too much into this episode, as it were. I think I've got a ton of editing before me to get this episode down around 20 minutes. But hey, it was a lot of fun. And man, oh man, is this library starting to look cool? Oh man, I think this looks so neat. This place has a ton of potential. It's looking really good, especially down here where we're mostly finished. It's just looking super neat. Now, admittedly, I have no idea what I'm going to do with this kind of quarter of the library. I've got a few ideas kind of kicking around, but nothing kind of fleshed out in my head. So I'll have to think on that a bit. But I just had a ton of fun this episode. We got some cool stuff done, and thank you guys for tuning into it. And if you enjoyed the episode, hey, please leave me a like, leave a comment. I appreciate both very much. One other thing you can do is follow me on Twitter. I'm Casually Avid Gamer at Casually Avid. And I'd love to see you on there. I won't clog up your feed with a bunch of random useless junk. Mostly they are just about when videos go live. So if you'd like reminders when my stuff comes out, hey, follow me on Twitter. That'd be cool. I'd be happy to see you there. I'll even follow you back. Well, okay, guys, that's this episode. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you next week.